This is your homework. I gave you the same problem at the end of the previous missing view example. Now, let's work on it together. We are given two views, the top view and the side view. The missing view is the front view. Our goal is to use these two views to build an isometric drawing. Then, from that isometric drawing, project the missing front view, so you never have to guess. Step 1. Find the three dimensions. From the top and side views, we can find the three dimensions we need for the isometric box. Height equals 60 units. Width equals 70 units. Depth equals 50 units. These are the maximum outer dimensions of our object. Step 2. Build the isometric box. Using these dimensions, we first draw an isometric box. "70 wide, 50 deep, and 60 high." But before we start the isometric box, we also need to find the front view outline. Project a horizontal line from the side view. Project a vertical line from the top view. Where they meet gives you the width and height of the front view. Now we can confidently draw the isometric box. Step 3. Let's break this object into 3 plates, or features. We'll build it plate by plate. Feature 1. The base plate. Look at the side view. The base looks like a rectangle, 50 units wide and 10 units high. Look at the top view. The base is a 70 by 50 rectangle, with a cutout in one corner, a 30 by 20 rectangle. Now we build it in isometric. Start with the base plate, cut out from the top view. This is the bottom layer. Feature 2. Now move to the plate above the base plate. From the top view, this plate is a 10 by 70 rectangle. But in isometric, we need the third dimension, the height along the z-axis. The side view shows that height equals 50 units from the base plate. So we extrude this rectangle up to the top plane of the isometric box. Now what happens? This 10 by 70 rectangle is extruded 50 unit height, and it becomes a box. But wait, look at the top view again. The top view shows this 70 unit length divided into 2 parts. One part equals 30 units. The other part equals 40 units. If we only draw one line to divide them, it looks correct from the top, but from the side view, it's wrong. So we need to extrude downward 30 units from the top. Then connect the end of that extrusion. Now check. from both the side view and the top view. Everything matches. Feature 3. The plate on the right side. The last plate is on the right side of the top view rectangle. From the top view, it's a 10 by 40 rectangle. Check the side view. It gives us the height, 40 units. So we have a 40 by 40 square plane. Now cut out a 20 by 20 square from the upper right corner of that plane. After cutting, we need to make it 3D. Extrude in the x-axis direction by 10 units. Do this from each corner of the cut feature. Then connect the ends. Now the third feature is complete. Step 4. Draw the missing front view from the isometric drawing. Now the most important part. We already built the isometric drawing from the given top and side views. From that isometric drawing, we can now project the missing front view without measuring every single dimension again. Here's how. Project vertical lines from the top view. Project horizontal lines from the side view. This recreates every plane automatically. First, draw the outer boundary, the 70 by 60 rectangle. It has a 30 by 30 square cutout from the upper left corner. Now the remaining parts are two plates. The bottom plate, a 30 by 10 rectangle on the left end. The right side plate, a 20 by 10 rectangle at its tip. Draw these on the front view. Erase or clean up any extra projection lines. And we're done. We have successfully generated the missing third view from the two given views, using the isometric drawing as our bridge. And that's it. You took two views top and side and built the isometric drawing step by step, plate by plate. Then you projected the missing front view without guessing. If this helped, like the video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.